Hello guys, welcome back to the channel after a long time. The holiday season is here and there are a ton of new stuff in the game to check out. But among all of the things, one of the favorite things or the thing that I was excited for were the new legendary essences. Every class has got 6 new legendary essences, and for the monk, I've already got 4 of the new legendary essences. Now, I believe that monk has got the best of the lot among all other classes, so let's check out the new essences. Among all the essences, finally we have the inner sanctuary that moves with us. So this is pretty huge. Inner sanctuary has got a couple new essences and I believe these are really game changing and game defining. So in this video I'll be talking about the new essences and especially inner sanctuary and why I believe that inner sanctuary is now even better than the crusader banners for the dungeon runs. So let's get into it. The first inner sanctuary essence is the roving sanctuary. This is the one which makes the inner sanctuary moves with you. So first thing first, let's see how it looks. So if keep in mind, I am also using the Falcon's Dive, which is going to make my inner sanctuary even bigger, right? So this is how it looks. So now the inner sanctuary is now moving with you, right? But if you see carefully the pattern on the ground, this is a rectangular pattern. Now this looks familiar. By familiar I mean it is same as the familiar summoning triangle. This is the exact same pattern of the monk's sanctuary. So I thought this was pretty cool, which I noticed. So anyway, so the animation looks very cool, but if you look at the essence, it says inner sanctuary now moves with you, increasing your critical hit chance. So how much critical hit chance are we getting? So if we look at the tooltip, it says we are going to get 25% critical hit chance for 8 seconds. And if we have other party members, this can go up to 40%, 5% each party member. So 25 plus say you have 3 other party member in a dungeon surrounding you. So it is going to go up to 40%. Now, why this is even better than Crusader Banner, which I was going to say, is that there is no limit on critical hit damage here. You only getting critical hit chance means you are going to get the full value of critical hit damage. So as you know, if there's a Crusader, the banner is going to give you 35% critical hit damage, which you can increase further, but at base it is only 35%. However, here it is 40%, and in the gears it is very easy to stack up to 25% or 20%. Mine is really bad right now because I've just equipped some of the new the CR gears, but this can be easily 20%. So basically 50% of the critical hit chance is going to go up to 50%, and I have seen in my videos I've been using this sanctuary and I've seen I'm getting a lot of critical hits, and those critical hits are doing a lot of damage. Now if you have even more higher, if you have invested in armor penetration, then your critical hit damage is going to be more. That's why I believe that if you are going to do 100% of the critical hit damage for 50% of the time, versus banner is going to give you 100% of the time critical hit damage, right? But it is only 35% damage. If you have a monk who is using this new banner, you are going to do slightly less critical hits, but your critical hits are going to hit even harder. So that's my number one point why it is even better than banner, I believe. Exact numbers I'm not going to calculate exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure that someone is going to soon do it, or even maybe I do it at some point later. The second new essence is the Trumming Ferocity, right? In this one, inner sanctuary is going to increase your damage of yours and even your allies by 15%. Now if the base is increasing by 15%, obviously now if you are going to do critical hit, that is going to double, right? So I believe this is a very important tool, and especially in dungeons I think this is going to be really, really important. So these two together along with the bigger area, I think this is going to be a go-to essence for monks in the dungeon. Before I move forward, I would like to show that the critical hit chance that is shown in the inner sanctuary, it is not going to add up straight away, right? It is saying it is we are going to get 25% critical hit chance, right? So right now I have 15%, right? So if I use the inner sanctuary and if I check, I'm only going to get till 36%. It is not going to be 15 plus 25 40. Why? Because the way it is calculated is that 15% if you have critical hit chance from the static critical hit chance from your gears, right? And the remaining is 85%. So the 25% will be of the 85%. A lot of things in the game is calculated in this way. So critical hit chance is also one of those. So say you have 20% critical hit chance at base, so the 25% will be of 80%. The remaining, the critical hit chance that you do not have, it is going to calculate from that. Still, and still it is pretty this is, I'm just solo right now, but if you are in a party, obviously this is even going to go up to 50%, I believe. And one more thing is that you might say that the gloom guide, the 4-piece gloom might stack like critical hit chance. You are going to do a dash and you're going to get 22%, plus you get the critical hit chance from the inner sanctuary. But unfortunately that is not going to happen, because if you are using sanctuary and you are using the dash, your critical hit chance is only going to be taken for the one which is the higher of the two, and in case this is the inner sanctuary one. So if I just do a dash, you can see here that my critical hit chance is increased by 22%. Now if I do both, although in the tooltip it is going to say that it is increased, but if you check the character sheet, it is not stacking up. So I'll just show it one more time. So here's the 22% plus 25%. It is only coming to 36%. So it is not adding up. Something like this happens for movement speed also, right? So there this is kind of a thing in the game where it is going to take only the highest of the two. So that is all about the new inner sanctuary, and I think this is going to be really good. And I have tried it in battlegrounds as well, but I will make a future in future I'll make some builds around this inner sanctuary, and a lot of builds are possible for dungeons and even for battlegrounds. Next up is the new essence, the kindled unity. Shield of Zen now attaches fire blessing to you and your allies, allowing your primary attack to ignite enemies. So if I have to demonstrate this along with the inner sanctuary, so I'll use the inner sanctuary and then I'll go with this. Let me activate it again. Yeah, so the enemy is burning. The animation is nothing, you will get a fire in your hand, that is the animation. That is the new inner sanctuary. And finally we have the new Imprisoned Fist. Imprisoned Fist destroy enemy armor, increasing damage they take by 19%. If you look at this, it is just going to, this is just a damage increase essence. The animation and everything is going to be the main essence that you are going to put in your shoulders. The problem is that Imprisoned Fist has only one charge, and if you use this essence in the pant, you are going to trade off the second charge which you get from the pants. Although this is a good essence, but because it is in the pants, it is very hard to utilize this. But I'm sure someone is going to figure out something about this, but for now I think this is average. I only don't have the two on the shoulder and the armor. Once I get those, I hope I'm able to make some builds around those as well. So that's all for this video. I hope you liked it, and I'm pretty excited to try the new essences. If you find something new and if you have any queries, let me know in the comments below, and like and subscribe if you like the content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.